Hi guys, and welcome to the Truth Heart. I know it's been a long time. I haven't really had any inspiration to talk about anything, but today I've definitely got inspiration. So this episode is going to be about Black beauty, the war on Black beauty, and I've just got a lot that I want to say. And this was actually inspired by a comment that I had on my hair channel yesterday or this morning. Someone left a comment, right? And then I've been having this conversation a lot. I've been attacked a lot, so I thought I want to talk about this. Excuse this because this is a blackout video today, because I feel like people really need to focus on hearing the message, because I think that people get very offended by the way that I look, and so it basically clouds not their because you could say it clouds their judgment, but people, when they are offended by something that you say, and they're offended by the way that you look and the fact that you practice what you preach, they start to project. So I feel like if you can't see me, hopefully the message and what I'm saying can be more, people can focus on what I'm actually saying. Because like I'll be posting hair pictures and then someone will be chatting shit about something that's got nothing to do with the hair pictures, I don't really understand that. So I've just realized that it's like my appearance really triggers people. I don't really understand why. I don't know what it is about myself that people don't like. So I wanted to talk about this subject in particular, not showing myself, okay? And because we're talking about Black beauty, so what better way than to have a blacked out video? My next video, I will be showing myself. If you're on my other channel where I do readings, I'll be showing myself. But this in particular, because like I said, when people see beautiful hair and it's natural and things like that, if they're not a representation of what I'm talking about, they may feel some type of way. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful to anyone with any hair texture. If people know me from my old Instagram account, which got deleted, which they probably don't, because I feel like this is like mainly American people that are on this channel, you would know that I've been advocating for Black beauty for years, all textures. So I just wanted to talk about this. So today somebody commented again on, I posted a picture of different hairstyles that I've done, and I said, love your crown and decorate it. It's the real halo after all, because it is. Now, every time I talk about things, I'm very passionate about my culture, hence why I have an Afrocentric luxury art brand. Everything that I draw is to promote Afro beauty. One of the first things that I created was the bookmark, because I wanted to encourage Black women especially Black women who are very voluptuous and sexy, to read, or to not even to read, because most bitches don't be reading these days, but to either to read or to feel beautiful at the fact that you are a nerd. Because when people think about nerds or people that like to read or people that like to go to the libraries, they have them in a certain category or like a certain type of silhouette. If you're attractive, if you're voluptuous and you read, or you're very scientific or could be a scientist, people are like, huh? They don't understand that. Or when you're very beautiful, people try to put you into a category and force you to focus on your beauty when you are somebody that's of the mind. You like to have intellectual conversations, but because you're very Venusian or you're very feminine looking, people like to judge you, or they want you to focus on those attributes because that's all they can focus on. Okay, so, that was one of the things that I wanted to promote was reading. So one of the first products I sold was bookmarks. I was actually in the newspaper like back in 2017 for, what I was trying to do, and I was trying to create and basically bring Black culture. Now, the thing about it is a lot of Black people, and I've noticed this, it's like Black people all over the world, they're so disconnected from their roots that the only thing that they really love and adorn about themselves when it comes to the Black culture is our attributes in terms of bum, tits, hips, and lips. That's it. When it comes to the skin or the hair texture, the blacker it is, the more Black people want to run away from it. And because I'm somebody that's very cultured and I have a lot of knowledge that I've been studying for years, I understand the spiritual strength, the 9 ether that we have in our antennas. I understand that the kinkier your hair is, the closer to source you are. The darker your skin is, the closer to source you are. The more you are, how can I say, you are closer to God's image. You have the Eve gene. I know about melanin. Most people don't know that melanin weighs more than gold, literally. Most people don't understand that our melanin is a conduit for like electrical fucking magnetic frequencies and shit. Like, people don't understand the power in actual melanin because people don't research that. People research about weave bundles. People look at tarot readings and spend hours and hours of their time and their resources trying to figure out what a karmic or a next man is doing with a next bitch that ain't fucking with you no more. But when anything to do with your culture, oh, black women can't grow long hair. Really? All the black women in my family have long hair. All the girls that I went to school with have long hair. All the tribes and the traditions that I research are African women with hair down to their fucking bums and their feet. And the men. So I don't know what type of black women or black culture you guys have been programmed to fucking, you know what I mean? This is what I'm trying to say. Ignorance is a choice. It's everything you choose. Like, there was this one black woman, I remember she was a Sagittarius. She was from America. And she was trying to explain to me why she wears wigs and this, that, and the third, making all these excuses. I literally went on YouTube. I said, what's your hair type? Typed it in, sent her a video. She shut the fuck up. She was like, oh my God, well, you know, because she was saying there's nothing out there for my hair texture and I can't find this, I can't find that. I wasn't even the same hair texture as this woman. And I found a video within 4.2 seconds of what she was talking about. And she didn't know what to say. I said, because you're not researching, darling. You're not looking. You're making an excuse because the excuse is that you don't like your natural hair. If you liked your natural hair, you would wear it, period. Now, people, because they're so estranged from their true roots and their culture and the spiritual aspect, they look at everything from a narrow mind and a superficial point of view. I'm not a superficial person, so I don't look at things from a superficial standpoint. Everything I talk about is from a spiritual perspective. I've been researching about my culture for over 10 years. I have people who are older than me that will be like, oh my God, you're still young. No, bitch, you're young at mine, because if you were in tune with yourself, you would understand what I'm saying and why I'm saying it. There's too much people that have been so programmed by fucking religion and the Bible, which was taken from the Egyptian Book of the Dead, by the way. If you're biblical and you're into the Bible, you'll know about the Samson and Delilah, that the power was in his hair. And Samson had dreadlocks, by the way. If you have dreadlocks, you are closer to source. You are the true representation of what antennas fucking look like. You are the closest to source than anybody if you have dreads. But that's what I'm saying. People don't actually understand the power and the spiritual properties within Afro-textured hair, because they're focused on whether or not something looks good. Who taught you to hate it? And ask yourself why. Ask yourself why we're taught to hate dark skin. Ask yourself why. Ask yourself why every other culture can celebrate. The Chinese can celebrate their Chinese culture and walk around with their beautiful traditional Chinese dress. The Indians can celebrate their culture. The Orthodox Jews can walk around with their hats and their little curls. But if you're a black woman talking about black hair and black skin, black bitches want to get offended. And that doesn't make no fucking sense to me. And then people want to use excuses. Oh, there's so many reasons as to why black women can't wear their hair. Because they hate their hair, that's why. Because back in the day, they perm their hair and they put chemicals in it that fucked their hair up. And now they don't know how to grow it back. That's why. Because they can't manage their hair, or at least they keep telling themselves that, because they're lazy. That's why. Because they don't see the beauty in themselves. That is the only reason. We're not going to start talking about medical conditions. Don't be coming at me with that bullshit, because my mum had fucking cancer. And when I used to read on this channel and I was going through it, that's when I was getting fucking bullied. No one reached out to me and sent prayers and asked if I was okay. People just wanted to know about, is their ex coming back, this, that, and the third. I used to do my mum's dreadlocks back in the day when she had long dreads. My mum's got thick, long, beautiful hair, and she lost it all through fucking cancer. Did my mum go and put on a lace wig? No, bitch. She walked around wearing head wraps. But most black girls don't want to do that because it makes them look African, and they don't want to fucking look African. But bitches want to be, how can I say, like, channeling ancient Egyptians. You don't know that Egypt's in Africa? You don't know that the ancient Egyptians were African as fuck? But you want to walk around saying, oh, me a goddess, me a queen, me a this, me a that. But when it comes to adopting your roots, you don't want to do it. You want to run away from it. Do you think that the ancient Egyptians were walking around wearing European hair? No, because they didn't fuck with Europeans back then. Before they were raped, colonized, and fucking abused and taken away from their traditions and their culture, they walked around with different Afro hairstyles and adorned it with jewels and beads. Braids and fucking twists. I've watched videos of people unveiling mummies, and when they do the DNA test and they're like, oh, it's from Nubia. Yes, bitch, that's right. And their hair texture, when they go close, it's braids and it's locks. Yes, exactly. See, people are so estranged from their fucking culture. They don't be doing research. They don't be looking at things. You know what I mean? So when I say something about black people, they want to get offended. If you've got alopecia, then wear a fucking afro wig. Wear something that looks like your hair. Or do braids. Research about different oils that you can put in your hair to stimulate the growth and to bring back life to the hair follicles. Let's stop using medical conditions as an excuse, especially not for me, because like I said, my mum had cancer and I watched my mum's hair fucking fall out. I watched her go shave her head off. So that's a very sensitive subject for me. So this is not about, when I'm talking about afro hair, I'm not talking about people who have medical conditions. That's not for you. This message is not for you. And if you have a medical condition, it doesn't mean, okay, well, let me go look like a white bitch now. Go get a wig that looks like your fucking hair texture. Or go and wrap your hair and walk around looking like a queen, you know, because the wrap is a representation of the crown and protection. Let's not be using medical conditions to try and guilt trip me and make me feel some type of way because I love afro textured hair. The kinkier your hair is, the closer to fucking source you are. Period. I was telling people years ago about how the sun, when you zoom in, it actually looks like hair. Now all of that shit is going around. I was talking about this and prophesizing this years ago when I was in my early 20s. I'm in my 30s now. And I've got older bitches trying to school me because they're not educated. Go and pick up a book and go read something. And learn to love on yourself. And connect with the ancestors. Because when I'm channeling and I'm doing my readings, I'm connected to source. I'm connected to Mother Nature. And Mother Nature ain't no fake bitch. When you look at the trees, they're dark as fuck and they look like afros. The bark of the tree is black as fuck. The soil is dark as fuck. Kemet translates to the black land. Or the land of the black. Some shit like that. And people will be like, oh, you're mad, you're offended. No, my ancestors are mad. My ancestors are offended. My ancestors are disgusted that the black community spends so much time keep continuing to keep the Europeans rich because they don't invest in their own culture. They don't support each other's business. Oh my God, that's so expensive. But how much is the phone that you're using to even watch this video? How much did that cost? How much are you paying for that a month? How much are you paying for your nails that you get done every 2 weeks to the Chinese? How much is your designer bag cost? How much is the designer shoes? How much is that lace wig of human hair that belongs to some other bitch? How much does that cost? Let's talk about that. Because every other culture supports each other. The Turkish stick together. The Jewish people stick together. The Chinese people stick together. You don't see no one going in a Chinese restaurant and saying, oh my God, but what about Jamaican food? What about African food? You don't see a Korean person. Let's talk about all the Asians, for example. You don't see an Indian person going into a Chinese shop. Why are you not promoting my food? You don't see a Korean person going into the Chinese. What about us? You don't see a Japanese person going into Korean person. What about us? So why is it when black people what's wrong with you motherfuckers, man? Other cultures don't hate on each other because they see the richness and the value in themselves. We're the only one, and I'm not even going to say we because I'm not part of this category. All people, you people are the only ones that don't see the richness and the culture in yourself. And you want to be upset because I said the other day that I only fuck with natural queens, because I do. Unless you're wearing, I don't mind the whole extensions and everything. If it's braids, locks, Whether it's fox locks, real locks, braids, twists, or afro textured hair, anything that adorns and looks like a black cultural tribal hairstyle or looks like yourself, cool. I don't fuck with the human hair, first of all, because that's disgusting. And I don't fuck with the lace wigs. Anything that takes you away from looking black, if you're trying to contour to change your nose shape, I don't fuck with that, because that's not what my ancestors look like. That's not who I am. This is why I feel so lost in this world, man. I feel so disconnected. And you know why? Because my people are so disconnected from themselves. Mother Earth and Mother Nature is being destroyed by the fucking electronical frequencies that they keep fucking putting out. To this day, I still don't have 5G up on my phone, because 5G is fucking killing people. But when you talk about that, you're a conspiracy theorist. Okay, bitch. No, you're just dumb as fuck and uneducated. I fuck with smart people, scientific people, people who are working on their PhDs and stuff. My ex was working on that. I don't speak to dumb bitches. So I know that when I'm talking about certain shit, I'm not talking from like a fucking place of insanity. Because I speak to educated people that are behind closed doors doing certain things that confirm the things that I'm fucking saying. This is why on my other channel, I'm so psychic. Do you know why I'm psychic? Because I'm connected to source, because I take care of my antennas. That's where you get your true knowledge and your downloads from. That's why I say take care of your crown. Me promoting black beauty and trying to empower and encourage people to stick to and to embrace their roots. I don't understand why that's a fucking problem. It's called jealousy and self-hate. Because if I was wearing a lace wig and I was wearing them claw long nails and painting my face 5 different colors, I bet you'll be like, yes, bitch, yes, queen, yes. But because I'm a black queen and I practice what the fuck I preach, it's upsetting for other people. How you upset and how you mad because I love black women looking black? I love kinky hair. I love coily hair. I made a whole fucking natural hair deck, which I still haven't fucking released because bitches are probably not even going to support it because they hate themselves. So when they look at the deck, they're not going to see beauty. They're not going to spend £100 on a deck, but they'll spend £100 on shoes though. They'll spend £100 booking readings about an ex that's fucking the next bitch though. But they don't want to put money into their community because people, they want to see you do good but not better than them because everybody's always on this competitive mindset. I love my people, I love my fucking culture, and I'm not fucking apologizing for that. And if you don't love yourself, that's on you, boo-boo. Period. I'm not taking the excuses no more. There's no excuse. It's called laziness. I taught myself how to braid from when I was 9 years old because my mum didn't know how to plait. I used to go to my aunties and my godmother to get my hair done. When I want to learn how to do something, I go and I research and I sit down and I learn that skill until I perfect it. Bitches are mad because they don't have no fucking talent or because they're wearing nails that's too long for them to do anything. You see women walking down the street and they're dressed up to the nines and their children look like they come from a fucking orphanage. Because they're spending money on themselves and looking all glammed up. And their kids look like fucking, look poor as fuck. I'm like, before you go and buy a fucking lace wig, why don't you go and invest and fucking braid up your child's hair? If you don't know how to braid, go find someone and take them to the hairdressers. You should be doing your own pick-me's headpiece before you're doing your own. This is what I see. I've worked in many different places. I've studied and fucking worked since I fucking left school. I've been a mother from when I was 15 years old to my little brother. In my adolescence period, that's what I was doing. I know how to be a mother and I know how to nurture. I know what sacrifices are made. This is why now I'm free and I'm single and I'm living my life. I'm enjoying myself. Because I've had to grow up at a very young fucking age. People always want to domesticate me or think that I'm, oh, why are you young and you don't have you're not married or you don't have kids? Because I've been a mother for half my fucking life. Let me breathe. Let me tap into my ancestors. Let me go on my divine spiritual path. I'm also following my North Node. People keep telling me what I'm supposed to be doing with my life. No, bitch. Worry about yourself and worry about your own destiny. I know what my destiny is here. I know I'm here to fucking tell the truth and to bring people back to their roots and to bring back natural beauty. That's what fucking Venus represents. I'm Venusian and Saturnian ruled, bitch. People always want to put me into a category and try and make sense of me and make sense of what I'm saying. Like, go and do research and connect to yourself. There's too much fucking self-hate that's always projected onto each other. And people want to get butthurt because I said Afro hair is beautiful. And it's the black Afro bitches that be getting mad at that. I don't understand that. How are you Afro? How are you black and you're getting mad because I'm saying that you're beautiful natural? How is that offensive? To this day I don't understand it. The only way that would make sense to me is if you're jealous or if you hate yourself. Envy is a disease, man. I remember when I used to work at this workplace and I never showed my hair. Never. I never even went in with braids. Every day I wore a head wrap. And everybody was dying to know what my hair looked like. And I only showed one person. And she was like, wow, because it was really curly and like silky. I don't know what I put in my hair at that time. She couldn't believe it. She was like, your hair's so beautiful. Why do you cover it up? And I said, because bitches are mad. Like, bitches be hating. Because I remember when I showed the hair texture and then the other girl, she was listening and she looked. Ever since that girl saw my hair texture, she just turned against me. She turned against me and she was bullying me throughout the entire duration of when I was at that workplace. Over fucking hair, you know. Because she was a weave bitch. So obviously she hated me because my hair's natural, and I guess in her mind I've got the good hair because our community is so dumb as fuck. We've got that texturism, colorism, all of the isms. Because people judge things based on how they look. I judge things based on the spiritual properties. That's why me and these bitches are not the same. Oh, why do you cover your hair? Because everybody thought I covered my hair because I was Muslim or because I didn't have no hair. So when they saw it, they're like, oh shit, why are you covering it up? Because I'm not a superficial bitch. I don't have to prove to people that my hair's beautiful as fuck. But when I do, bitches be mad. Bitches are mad because I practice what the fuck I preach. Because I look after my fucking hair. Because I look after my antennas. You know, I have a friend, right? She's in Sweden right now. I don't really see her very often. She's a lot older than me. I think she's like 49 years old. I really get on with her because I can't get on with like people that's my age. And even older women, they just be dumb as fuck too. But we're not even going to get into that. But she wears a head wrap. I've never seen her natural hair texture. But I love speaking to her, right? Because I can't wait till she comes back to London. Because like, she's the only person that fucking understands. She's from Uganda, right? And she even said when she came to this country, she was so confused at why black women are so, you know, like estranged from themselves. She didn't understand it. She was like, she has never felt so embarrassed for her people. And she's got really, really thick hair. The other day, I remember she said to me, this was one time last year when we went to this salad bar, right? And she wanted to know if I could braid her hair texture. So she was showing me this technique that they kind of do, I think, in her country, like with the thread. And she wanted to know if I could do it. Because she was saying to her, she was like, oh, you know, my hair's not like yours. You've got the good hair. I said to her, don't say that. I said, please don't say I've got the good hair. I said, do you know how beautiful your hair texture is? Do you know how much power there is in those kinks? Do you know how strong your hair is? I said, girls like me or girls who've got finer hair than me, when they reach to a certain age, their hair starts to thin. They think that they're like, oh yeah, I've got nice hair. But yeah, when you're in your over a certain age and your hair's thinning and it's balding because you don't have that thick hair. And then all the beautiful bitches that got the thick kinky hair, their hair's strong and powerful as fuck. Because the girls with the finer textured hair, they be doing too much shit to it and over manipulating it, and then they lose it and they can't thicken it back. I said to her, don't you ever tell me I've got good hair, because now you're letting me know, or you're telling me that you think that my hair's better than yours, and let me tell you it's not. And she was so surprised that I said that to her. I was like, I'm so tired of this texturism shit. All our fucking hair is beautiful. The darker you are and the thicker your hair is, the closer you are to God. Period. But on the people, they don't know shit. So they get fucking offended by shit. And you're offended because you're offended by my fucking beauty, my natural beauty. It offends you. That's why when I post something, a bitch can't find something positive to say. They have to say something negative because they feel insecure about their self. How are you feeling insecure about yourself because I fucking love you? Like, I had to speak about this today. And I'm not here to teach people about themselves. Ignorance is a choice. Go and do your own fucking research and fall in love with yourself and your culture. There's many different videos you can find of black women that's got long hair. And when I say their hair is kinky textured, not my texture. And with me, I don't even put myself into a category because my hair has several different textures. And I've shown my hair in all its forms. I've shown my hair when it's wash and go, when it's curly, coily, wavy, kinky, afro, blown out, straight. And I've shown my hair in all its fucking forms. Because I don't want to be put in no fucking category. Because I'm a representation of everything. All hair textures are beautiful. So I've worn all fucking hair textures. I've worn my hair in all of its different states. From when it's shrunken and short to when it's long down my back. Before anybody tries to come with me, oh, well, you only did this. And nah, bitch. If you've been watching me for a long time, or if you've been someone that was on my old Instagram, you would know. I've worn my hair in all its different textures. I've even got a hair blog on my website. But people don't research. They don't be looking at shit. They just look at me and they want to chat some shit because they're insecure about themselves. If you're insecure about yourself, that's got nothing to do with me. There's plenty of women. There's one woman called Indigenous Strands. Go on her channel and see how fucking long her hair is. She's got thick, kinky textured hair. There's loads of women. And every woman that's got long hair, they always say to you, like, it's not something that's going to happen overnight. Some of them, it took them 7 years, 5 years to grow their hair out. But there was discipline. Even with me, my hair was at its longest when I think I was about 25. And on my old Instagram, I remember people, I used to refer to myself, well, they used to refer to me as the Black Rapunzel. It was really long and thick. But then, life got in the way and certain things happened to me. And then I kind of neglected my hair for a while. So I'm trying to get back into loving and nurturing my hair again. Because I've got low porosity hair. So, it's my hair, like, I have to find the right products for oils and, like, what do you call it? Like, moisture to penetrate. And finally, by the grace of God, I've managed to find some things. Indian hemp grease is really good. For those of you that have low porosity hair, you may want to use that. Okay? But that's what I'm saying. There's low porosity, there's high porosity. What type of hair texture do you have? That could be why you're doing something and it's not working or it's not taking. Because bitches be too interested in finding out another bitch's business, or worrying about celebrities, or worrying about things that don't serve them, or worrying about other cultures and making other bitches and other races rich than investing and looking at in themselves. I invest in my fucking self, and I look at myself and I invest in my people. My personal account, I used to spend time searching for black businesses and promoting them and sharing their work. Every time I find an artist, I always tag them because I'm not a fucking art thief. You got bitches out here just be taking pictures and putting it in decks and claiming it as their own and claiming they're a creator. You're not a fucking creator if you didn't fucking draw something yourself, bitch. Period. People always want to steal other people's talent, steal other people's gifts. And the reason why people are mad at me is because they can't steal shit from me because I'm natural. That's why when I have beads and braids and shit, people applaud me. But then when I take my braids out and I show my natural hair, all these bitches go quiet. And the envy starts to heighten. Because you can copy a braid hairstyle, but you can't copy my natural hair. We're not all supposed to have the same hair textures. This is why I fucking wish I was alive in the 70s, man. Because the 70s is when black people look black. Black beauty was, it was embraced. No afro was the same. Everybody had different sizes, different textures. People were really in tune with themselves back then. I don't know what the fuck happened to our fucking culture, man. But this is what I'm trying to say. It's a spiritual thing. You're putting someone else's antennas on top of your antennas. That's why you're so confused. That's why you're so hateful. That's why you get so triggered. It's alchemy, darling. When you're putting someone else's hair on your head, that's a fucking spell. You're reprogramming, so your antennas, your natural hair, it's not connected to something that is that's authentic. So it starts to get confused. But like I said, this shit is too deep for me to even be talking about, man. It's either you know or you don't. This is why I created a natural Afro hair deck and I called it Land of the Black Beauties. That's why the ones I called them the indigenous beauties, because the ones, that fire energy, that Sagittarian energy, they rule the fucking ancestors. Spirituality. That's what the ones represent in the fucking tarot. Power, magic, creation, alchemy. And that was to represent my native blood, my native ancestors with that Dravidian blood that I have. They said, call it the indigenous beauties. Then you've got the earthly beauties in my deck, which is the wealth. I changed pentacles to wealth. Because you know, in the traditional tarot, you do know that the pentacles are supposed to represent Africans. But yet, the traditional Rider-Waite's tarot is medieval white people. So if when you research it, it says that the black people are supposed to be represented, the pentacles are supposed to be represented by black people, why the fuck isn't the traditional Rider-Waite's tarot? Why the fuck is the pentacles not African people then? And this is what I'm saying. Everything is hidden in plain sight. The Bible literally said Jesus has copper skin and hair of wool, yet the projection that they show you is of that of a white man with straight hair. This is how you people get tricked. They tell you the truth, but they show you a lie. And because people are so superficial minded and they look with their two eyes and not their third eye, they fucking get tricked. And then they're filled with fucking self-hate. And then they hate on each other. And every time you say something, they take offense. How are you taking offense? Because I love fucking black culture and I love natural people. I love all cultures. But my culture is the only culture that gets offended and doesn't love themselves and wants to use every excuse in the book as to why they don't want to work on their natural hair and they want to work on their antennas. Stop fucking using excuses. Be honest. Even if you can't be honest with me, be honest with yourself. Because you don't like yourself when you look in the mirror and you see your natural hair. And you hate the fact that when I look in the mirror, I love what the fuck I see. And I fucking can walk around and make videos with an afro and feel no type of way because I understand the power in it. You don't, bitch. That's why you're mad. And then everybody wants to say, oh, I'm getting angry. Of course my ancestors are fucking angry because you're fucking disrespecting them. You're disrespecting. They are appalled and disgusted when they look at the black women of today. You see the black men? They're walking around with dreadlocks and nappy as fuck looking and being black. But the women who are the creators, who are the blueprint of humanity, they're the one that's disconnected from oneself. If you were to see Oshun, Yemaye, Yemaya, Yemoja, okay, so many different ways to pronounce her name, no disrespect, my beautiful goddess, or Oya, if you was to see any of the Orishas, Allah, Aja, Oba, come to you in their natural form, do you think there'll be some light-skinned bitch with some fucking European hair? No. They'll be black as fuck and their hair will be nappy as fuck because that's what true fucking divine etheric beauty looks like. No offense to any skin tone, any race, any hair texture. Again, I cannot stress that enough, okay? I'm not a fan of fucking colorism and texturism. I don't support that shit. Because black people produce all colors, all races, all hair textures. But my point is, if you wasn't born with straight hair, then it means that it wasn't for you, darling. Doesn't mean that you can't straighten your hair, you can't do different things to it. I'm not talking about that. When I talk about things, I'm talking about purchasing and making the European people rich, because that's the thing. The country, the world is rich off of black women's insecurities. While they strip us of our shit, take our shit, fucking appropriate our shit. The only time a black woman wants to show herself off is when she wants to show off her batty and her titties. But to show off her natural hair, that's a problem. That says more about you than it does about me, bitch. I see black girls doing that all the time. Oh, look at me, I'm doing yoga. Oh, look at me, I'm doing this. No, bitch, you just want to show off your sexual regions because you know that's the only way that you can get attention. I see that all the time when I come online, and people want to come about me about the breast. I've already done a video about that. Back in the day, the ancient Egyptians had a choice of whether they wanted to have their breasts out or not. The breast is a sign of nurturing and fertility and femininity. It's got nothing to do with sex. You have been sexualized and programmed to see black women, okay, as fucking sex symbols and objects. So when you see breasts, that's what you think about. But when I go and I look at my African tribes and different things and different cultures, half of the tribes and shit, they have their tits out and they have like, it's adorned with like beads and jewelry and shit. And their bottom regions are covered. To me as well, that's where the heart chakra is. I have a big heart chakra. Whenever I cover up my chest, I literally feel like I've got a blockage there. But again, I'm spiritual. So if you don't look at me in a spiritual level, you're not going to understand me from a spiritual perspective. There's too much people that don't be knowing shit and they're ignorant as fuck. And it really upsets me how ignorant the black culture is. But not everybody can be part of the 144 squad. And it really shows. I don't give a fuck if you're 60 years old and you're watching me. If you're offended by anything I'm saying, it says more about you than it does about me. There's so much beauty in our fucking culture, man. There's so much beauty. There's so much things that you could be doing with your hair. Different styles, different types of head wraps. And while you're doing that and you're wrapping your hair, if you do have somebody, if you like my hair gets really thin at the side, so I understand that. If you are someone that's done, you know, while you're wrapping up your hair, while you're putting it in braids, make sure you're moisturizing and doing all of that shit. And doing the research and being prepared to put in the work and the discipline. People want to put work and discipline when it comes to their body and them titty, but when it comes to their mind and their antennas, they don't want to do it. So yeah, this is what I wanted to talk about today. The war on black fucking beauty. Stop warring with yourself and stop warring with me. I'm trying to heal the collective, and you can't heal unless you don't heal your inner wounds. 400 years of fucking trauma. If that shit never happened, we'd be walking around looking like black fucking queens and goddesses. And when I say queen, I'm not talking about the Queen. I'm talking about the Kyen. Not the KY, sorry. The KWEEN. Not the Queen. The KYEEN. When I say queen with a K, there's meaning in that. When I say Nubian queen, there's meaning in that. If you're researching Nubian queens, they're not women walking around with contoured skin, trying to make their nose look thinner, okay, and fucking European hair. That's not what a Nubian queen is. So when I'm talking to my Nubian queens, that's who the fuck I'm speaking to. When I'm channeling my ancestors, that's who the fuck I'm channeling. Period. I'm channeling my fucking native Indian blood or my fucking African ancestry, because I'm from Jamaica and St. Lucia. But we all know that everybody comes from Africa anyway. But that's another thing. A lot of these bitches, they be lost. They don't know where they come from. They'll go and invest in, like I said, the white woman's headpiece before they go and invest in a ancestral DNA fucking thing. Go find out where the fuck you come from, darling. Probably some of them will do like, oh my God, I've got 10% European, so I'm going to use that as an excuse to wear European hair. Yes. Fucking idiots. Honestly, it's so annoying. Like, it's like I'm always penalized because I'm black and I love being fucking black and I love my fucking black people and I love the culture. And I'm so upset that it's been fucking destroyed and we've been taught to hate it. It fucking of course it upsets me. Why would it not? Why would it not upset me that I get bullied when I have my fucking natural hair out? And it's natural. That's something that the divine gave me. That's something that grew out of my own fucking head. And like I said, there's so much power and information in that. People don't understand what they're putting in their hair. People don't understand the trauma. Some of these women get raped and forced to cut their hair off. People don't really know what's going down in the hair industry. There was one time I watched this documentary of this woman and she bought this weave, right? And it kept itching. She had no idea why this lace wig was itching her. Later on, she finds out that it's filled with parasites from a dead corpse because that's where they got the hair from. After that, I think she said she never bought weave again. So she basically had maggots crawling in her fucking head from weave that she spent a lot of money on. because they got it from a dead corpse. Some of these industries, they, you know, in salons, if they cut your hair, they take all their hair, they gather all that hair, and that's what they use to put in these human hair lace wigs and these human hair weaves. You don't know where their hair is coming from. You don't know what trauma that person went through, you know. And like I said, everything is energy. But people are dumb as fuck. People don't understand that we're living in energy and frequencies right now. People are stupid. And that's what the fuck it is. You're stupid. Period. People are stupid and they're mad because I have sense. And people always like to project on me. They think, okay, what can I attack her about? Oh, okay, she's single and she's got no kids. Yeah, bitch, because I have sense. Do you think I want to reproduce in a world like this? You must have bomba clot mud. You must have mud. You think I want my daughters growing up to hate themselves, to hate their pretty brown skin, to hate their kinky ass hair? To walk around and be over-sexualized because niggas don't have no fucking respect? To be fucking obsessed with technology to the point where they don't want to adopt a skill or a talent because this culture has become so lazy and we got this AI, fucking artificial intelligence and everything. You think I want to reproduce? Do you think I want to sell myself to another fucking person and spend the rest of my life with one person who turns out to be a dickhead? Because that's what marriage is. It's a fucking it's a financial contract. When it says in the vows to I will obey which part and where? I'm not a fucking dog and I'm not a child. So why do I need to obey a man? To me that sounds like enslavement. Now, being a Libra and having so much strong Libra placements, I think marriage and union is beautiful. But people don't be getting married for the right reasons. People be getting married for stability. They be getting married because they want to control you. If I'm going to marry a nigga, I need to know him for at least 6 months to a year. I need to know your personality first. Then I need to live with you to see if I could be able to tolerate you. Can we live with each other? Because, you know, they're saying, see me, come live with me. Sometimes you see someone and when you see them behind closed doors, they're nothing like how you thought they were. Can I tolerate you? Because marriage is a commitment. You're making an oath to someone for life. And it's not a thing where if somebody cheats or lies on you, you can just leave. You have to pay to get married and you have to fucking pay to get divorced. And then do I want to reproduce with somebody? That's another thing. If my son was to grow up and be just like you, would I be proud? If the answer is no, then I'm not fucking procreating with you. Niggas are just mad because I've got fucking sense and I think about things. You know, one time I was talking to one guy, right? And I'd known him for about fucking 5 minutes. And he looked at me and he said to me, oh, so do you want to have my babies? I said to him, what? And he was like, do you want to have my babies? I said, I don't even know you. So what kind of question is that? And he was so confused. He looked at me like, huh? I said, if you're asking, do I think our children will be attractive? Yes, you're a very handsome man. So I feel like if I was to have a baby with you, that our babies would look beautiful. Yeah, but do I want to have your baby? I can't answer that question because I don't know you. I thought, how dumb does he think I fucking am? I thought, what kind of question is that? Do you want to have my babies? And when you ask people why they want to have kids, they don't even have a fucking reason. Oh, I want to leave a legacy behind. But half these niggas don't even have a legacy to leave. You don't have no business, no foundation, no nothing, but you want to bring life into the world. It not make sense. Make it make some sense. Some niggas, they be wanting to be with you, but they don't have nothing to offer you. Oh, I'm working on this, I'm working. No, build your foundation, then come and get me, nigga. You know what I mean? Empress is there to sit and look pretty and to be served. Niggas don't want to be serving you with nothing because they don't have nothing to give. And they get fucking frustrated or offended because you're tapped into your divine masculine energy. Yeah, and niggas are supposed to be tapped into the divine feminine energy. It's called balance, bitch. People are always worried about what I'm doing and why I'm doing it because I have sense, because I'm not stupid, I'm not entrapped. I observe people. Most people I know who are married and who have got kids, they're fucking stressed out, or they're going through some drama with their fucking baby dad because their baby dad's fucking evil as fuck, or the baby mama's fucking jealous as fuck and she can't move the fuck on, and the poor children become a pawn okay? And you think to yourself, the poor child, the mom and the dad is beefing. So then they can't see their mom or they can't see their dad because their mom and the dad is bitter as fuck. Do you think I wanna live in that dynamic? No. You can't trust niggas these days. That's why there's so many beautiful women that are single mothers. Because niggas just be spreading their fucking seed just to spread their fucking seed. And this is why everybody who's growing up these days, they're fucking dumb as fuck. Growing up, they don't know their daddy, they don't know their mommy, they don't know, everybody's just fucking departed from each other, yet there's so much of us everywhere. It's sad. I want to make a baby out of love, and if I'm dealing with someone and they've got self-hate, then it's a no from me, my nigga. I haven't met someone yet that I feel is worthy of me reproducing with. Therefore, I'm not going to reproduce, period. I don't even feel like it's a part of my destiny anyway, not with my Virgo, Venus, and Jupiter. Cancer is my south node. I was a mother in my past fucking life. I was also a mother in my past to my little brother for the fucking 15 years of my life. Let me be free, man. Niggas always want to domesticate you and trap you. And that's all it's about. It's about having power and control. They don't have nothing to teach or bring down to the children. They're worrying about fucking getting a bitch pregnant. Worry about building a fucking business and a fucking foundation than chasing pussy. Because that's what I've noticed with guys these days. They always want to talk, and because words are spellings, and that's what girls like to hear. They like to talk. They like to hear money, and yeah, we can do this and we can do that. No, have a foundation and show me what you've built. Show me your kingdom. Then I might think about exchanging energy with you, because I've got my own little empire that I'm very proud of and I'm very content in. So if you don't have more than me, if you can't offer me more than what I offer myself, then why am I going to leave my palace to go to yours? That's the way I see it. Why am I going to leave my peace to go into chaos and uncertainty? Period. I see too many people out here that are stressed out, and I just don't want that. I pray for children, man. I pray for children. I've actually got an affirmation in one of my in my jar. I pray for children. I pray for humanity. I pray for single mothers. I pray for single fathers. I pray for everybody. Because what I see in this world, it really hurts my soul and it disgusts me. I don't believe that every woman should be a parent, because some women, they have kids and they don't fucking look after them. Just because you have a womb, it doesn't mean that you're supposed to give life. That's why I say to people to get to know astrology, because astrology will tell you whether or not you're supposed to have kids. That's why sometimes when you have kids and your kids are unruly or you're stressed out and everything, it's because you wasn't supposed to have them. Period. It depends on what you have in your chart. But like I said, people don't research, or they don't like to get knowledge of self, whether it's from an astrological level, a spiritual level, or a melanated level. They're too focused on other people and other people's lifestyles and other people's lifestyle choices, and wanting to keep projecting on them all the time. I don't go on someone else's channel and chat shit. If I see a fake bitch and I don't like the fact that she's fake, I come off. I don't sit down and say, oh, well, you know what? I don't like this and I don't like that. Because my opinion is not going to stop her from doing whatever the fuck she's doing. If I want to speak about something, I speak about it on my own fucking platform. And I'm an example of what I talk about. That's the thing. Most people are not. That's why people are mad at me. Because if I say I love afros, I'll come on my channel wearing an afro. Period. If I say I do something, I'll come and I'll demonstrate it. Period. If I say I don't drink, smoke, or fuck, I ain't drinking or smoking or fucking. Oh my God, well, you know what? If you smoke, you smoke. If you drink, you drink. If you fuck, you fuck. That's your business. I don't want to pollute myself, so I look after my own body. What works for Susan doesn't work for Sally. I don't have fire energy in my chart, therefore I can't handle the smokes. Saturn restricts me from doing that shit. Whenever I do too much toxic shit, I get restricted. Because I understand my energy. I understand what works for me doesn't work for Susan. It doesn't work for Sally. But people be feeling offended. And most people be doing all that shit to escape life. I don't have anything to escape from, because I have peace of mind. I've got a very balanced mind. 28 degrees, 9 degrees in fucking Libra Palace, bitch. 20-something degrees in my Mars. If I'm angry about something, it's justified. I don't walk around being angry and hateful. I'm a very peaceful, calm, and loving person. Everybody loves my energy until I speak, until I strike a chord of truth that they're not ready to receive. I like authentic bitches. If you're a fake bitch, just say that. I may not like your your choice of living or whatever, but I will respect you. And that's all I ask for is respect. You don't have to like me, but you will fucking respect me. Like Cardi B is someone who I don't like, but I respect her because she keeps it real. She doesn't hide the fact that she has surgery. She doesn't hide the fact that she was a fucking whore and a fucking stripper and shit. She is who the fuck she is, and she's proud of that. And again, I don't respect anything. The only thing I respect about her is that she grew her natural hair out. But even then, she still be wearing fucking wigs and shit. I don't like the culture. I don't like that celebrity culture. I don't like the fact that everybody like does all this surgery and they want to look more European and you know what I mean? And she doesn't even fucking like dark skin girls, but we're not even going to get into that. But I have respect for her because she doesn't lie about who the fuck she is. She talks about her surgeries. She says all this and that. What I hate is a fake bitch that's just fake as fucking every fucking way. Like, if you like certain things, if you're a fake bitch, you're a fake bitch. If you're a whore, you're a whore. But don't be mad at me because I'm pure. Oh, rhyme, but I'm not a rapper, eh? Don't be mad at me because the natural queens, we're not going around hating on bitches. We're just disappointed in you, to be honest. We just be shaking our heads in disappointment and disgust. But we're not going around fucking terrorizing you and bullying you because you want to live a fake fucking lifestyle. I'm here to empower people. I speak my truth. If certain things come out in the cards, they come out in the cards. It was meant to be said. If a card comes out and it says, love your natural self, that's what the fucking card came out to say. I didn't pick that card. Spirit picked that card. Why are you triggered? Because you don't love your natural self. That's the fuck why. Period. Stop projecting your fucking self-hate onto me because you don't like yourself. Okay? As this channel is called, The Truth Hurts. I'm too fucking knowledge up. I have too much connection to source for people to be coming at me, because I can tell if you're coming at me, then you're not well informed, darling. And that's all I want people to be, is well informed. Because if people was well informed, there'll be so much love and richness and royalty within our community, and we'll be taking that shit back. We are our own worst enemies, and that's just the facts. Let's stop using an excuse as to why we don't want to embrace our natural beauty. Acceptance is the first step to change. When you accept something and you accept yourself, then you can make the arrangements. If you keep trying to hide the fact that you have this insecurity, do you know what I mean? Then you're going to continue to be threatened by people who are embracing themselves, who are embracing their change, who are transforming. I don't vibe with the self-hate shit. And I don't like it when people be trying to be condescending as well. Oh, well, I'm older than you. Yeah, you're older than me, but you're still dumb as fuck. Aren't old people supposed to be wise? Because what are you teaching me? You're teaching me to be accepting of fake buffoonery shit. And that's just not me, darling. I keep it all the way real. I'm a sign of truth. Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Mercury, Libra Mars, Pallas in Libra, Vedic astrology, Pluto in Libra. Pluto represents change. I've got Scorpio in tropical and Libra. So either way you look at it, I'm here to bring transformation and change. Libra energy to bring transformation and change when it comes to beauty. I have Hygeia in Taurus in the fucking last degree. Hygeia represents your physical health and beauty. It's in fucking Taurus, bitch. Taurus represents nature, bitch. I got Taurus in my 11th house, bitch. So when humanity looks at me and sees me, they're going to be seeing Mother Nature. I have to be a projection of what the fuck I talk about, bitch. And yeah, I'm saying bitch because it's bitches that be barking. Queens don't be coming at me talking some dumb shit, because queens know thyself. Okay, that's all I wanted to say today. If your feelings got hurt, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. But I'm just, you know what I mean? It's so annoying. Like, yes, I'm pro-black. It doesn't mean that I'm anti-white, anti-Chinese, anti-Mexican. Wherever you come from, love yourself. But stop warring with me because you have an inner war within yourself, okay? If I love black beauty and I want to promote black beauty and I want to draw black beauty and I want to create black beauty, that's what the fuck I'm going to do. Unapologetically with that too. Goodbye and good day.